Hello, everybody.
Court will next call State of Kansas versus Antonio Xavier Jones. It's case number 2022 TR 1207. Jared Ricke appearing on behalf of the State of Kansas and the Butler County Attorney's Office. And I trust you are Antonio Jones?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Jones. This is a pending traffic matter for driving while suspended. There
Yes,
looks
sir.
like 7 different docket entries for court dates that you were to have. I don't know why your case isn't resolved by now, but a lot of it, I think, has been complicated by your multiple failures to appear.
Yeah.
The last one was February the 24th in Judge Webster's court.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, actually, your default on appearance took place even prior to that.
So I had multiple failures of appearances?
Yes, stemming all the way back to July 1 of 2024, from what I can tell.
Yeah, that's the one that I turned myself in July to take care of it. Then they gave me no, I didn't turn myself in July. I'm sorry. I turned myself in, I believe, in May 2024 for this suspended situation. And they gave me a court date in July. And I went there, but I went at the wrong time. And that's the only one that I know that I had a court date on that I was told. I don't know about any other failures to appear.
Well, you had a motion for judgment on bonds set. Obviously, you didn't appear for that. Judgment has been granted against you and Owens bail bonds in the amount of $2,500 due to your default on appearance obligations.
Mm-hmm.
We will need to get this set back before Judge Webster for further proceedings on the driving while suspended charge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if you've ever had an attorney appointed.
No, I never had an attorney before.
Do you have the money to hire one now that you're in jail?
No.
Court will appoint Darren Patterson to represent you. And I will set a date on an expedited docket before Judge Lee on July 18, 2025, 1:30 p.m. You appear to be a very poor risk to let back out into the community pending court, Mr. Jones. So I'm going to leave the current order that's already been established, which is no bond hold order. So there's no bond. You're going to be held in jail until your court date on July 18th at 1:30.
Really? That's
well.
I'm sorry. I'm confused though.
Why are you confused? You had a court date.
Yeah. Can I explain myself, please? I gotta explain myself. I got pulled over in July, and not July. I got pulled over in 2022. Oh, I got pulled over. This one I'm aware of. I got pulled over in 2022 on driving on no suspended. I came back and I believe I got ODR'd out, but I never got a court date. And after that, I was just working, and then I called around to see if I had any warrants or anything throughout the courts in the district, and they told me I had a warrant here. So I came and turned myself in to take care of it, but I missed the court date. I don't want to disclose my medical information, but I've been having a gut imbalance since I was 18, and like it messed up my whole overall health, especially my mental health. And I went to my court date, but I went at the wrong time. I thought it was in the afternoon. But that's the only court date that I am aware of that I did fail up here. I don't know about any other failure to appears.
Well, you've failed to appear according to the docket notes at least twice, back in June of 2022, and again.
I wasn't aware of that.
July of 2024. Again, the order's already been made. I just don't see any real reasonable grounds to change it, Mr. Jones. So at this point, you're on no bond hold status. Your court date is July 18th at 1:30, and I've appointed you a lawyer to represent you, Darren Patterson. So any other business from the state's perspective we need to address at this time? Mr. Ricke?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Then at this time, the Antonio Jones matter will be in recess, and we'll move on to another case.
Dang. Let's see. Sai?
Right. Sai Justin Jones.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Court calls State of Kansas versus Sai Justin Jones. It's case number 2025 CR 17. Sai Jones appearing at by jail Zoom. Jared Ricke again appears as prosecution counsel. Mr. Jones, I see here that you had a court date on May 30th. Judge Ward was presiding as a pro tem judge at that time. You apparently failed to appear. That court ordered bond forfeiture bench warrant with a no bond hold. Makes me wonder why you didn't appear for court when you were supposed to, Mr. Jones.
My boss called about 5 days ago asking when my next court date was, and they said my next court date was the 20th, and then all of a sudden they picked me up. So there must have been a miscommunication somewhere. Because my boss, he's pretty adamant about taking me to my court dates for me.
Well, you were in court on January 17. At that time, a hearing was set for March 24th at 9 o'clock. Docket notes from that date say you just simply failed to appear in March.
I guess so. I mean, I didn't have any idea it was on that day. I mean, like I said, I try to keep calling in and checking in as regularly as I can to make sure I don't miss nothing. And they said next court date is the 20th, and then next thing I know, the sheriff's were picking me up. I guess just miscommunication or something.
Well, somehow you must have called, or someone on your behalf called and got another court date, an opportunity to surrender, essentially,
Well,
for
yeah,
May
must
30th.
have.
But Judge Ward's notes from May 30th, at least according to the docket sheet, you didn't appear for that. So Judge Ward issued a no bond hold order.
Right. I have no idea what happened, sir. I really don't. I would have been there if I would have known.
And Your Honor,
Mr. Ricke?
for the court's edification, I am showing an appearance bond in the file. It appears to be 6,000 professional surety, and specifically refers to that May 30th, 2025, 1:30 p.m. date.
Try to locate that. Yeah, apparently he bonded out of Sedgwick County,
Yes.
Jones.
Yes, sir.
And right on the face of it, May 30, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. So that would have been a form that you signed.
Yes.
I would presuppose you received a copy of it, but yet you didn't appear on the date you said you would appear when you bonded out.
See, that's what I don't understand. My boss went through my paperwork. I went through my paperwork, and he called to check it. You know, he said, I think he might have missed a court date accidentally. And they said, no, his next court date is on this day.
And what day was it that you thought you
That
had?
was 4 days ago, I believe. That would have been last. No, it would have been boiled down. I've been in jail for a couple of days. That would have been last Friday, I believe.
All right. Did you appear last Friday?
That's what the day he called to find out what my court dates were. And
Well, I
they
thought
said,
you said you thought your court date was last Friday.
no,
Okay.
last Friday is when my boss called to find out.
Well,
If
they're not even supposed to tell you if there's an active warrant. So I don't quite understand what happened here. All I know is you had a scheduled court date. You didn't appear for it. You were
Right.
taken into custody, and there's a current no bond hold order. And quite frankly, Mr. Jones, I can't see justification for changing that.
Oh, man.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
appear to
miss
be a
so much
good
work.
risk to reappear. I'm going to set your court date for July 18 at 1:30 for Judge Lee.
I mean, I promise I'll be there. I mean, I got work I'm missing, bills I'm falling behind
Okay.
on.
All right, Mr. Jones, you promised when you signed your bond.
I
to
know.
forfeit.
I know, sir. I very much know this. I'm so sorry that it got missed. I don't understand how it happened. I swear we went through all the paperwork and everything and was doing what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, like I said, my boss is very adamant about making me go to my court dates, and he called and everything. I don't understand how this all happened.
Well, I don't know about your boss, but why aren't you manage your own scheduling affairs?
Well, I am. I do. I make up sure to check my own paperwork too, but he was going over to double check everything. And he thought that there was a court date. And I said, well, I thought there maybe was too. And maybe we just can't find that paperwork or something. I don't know what happened, but we called in to check just to make sure. And they said the next court date was going to be on the 20th.
Do you have the financial resources to hire your own lawyer at this point?
I do not, especially not if I'm in jail.
Court is going to appoint Darren Patterson to represent you at your July 18th hearing. July 18, 1:30, Judge Lee's court. The current order remains in effect. The current order is no bond hold. The court will continue to enforce that previously made order. Mr. Ricke, anything further we need to address on Sai Jones?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Then the Sai Jones matter will be in recess. We'll move on to another matter.
safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.